If you want to see me use the Mauve It palette by Essence, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am playing with a little palette that I received recently from a subscriber. I will put the video right there if you want to know more. It was a heartwarming and unexpected gift that came in the mail. So I'm very appreciative of that. And in the package was this palette. And I like to mauve it. If anyone knows what that is in reference to, congrats. It's been a while since that song's been out. And it just makes me laugh pretty much every time. It is a 4.5 gram or 0.15 ounce palette, and it has 6 shadows. If you want to see the swatches video for this little guy, I will put it right there for you. And I will show you the palette as well. So 6 colors, or 6 shadows, I should say, and 3 of them are mauve or mauve inspired. So essentially, it is a mauve palette with 3 mattes as supporting characters. And when I did the swatches, there was one absolute, no question, belle of the ball, and it was this one. So I definitely need to use this one. I'll probably use this one. I'll use this one on the brow bone, and then probably another one of these as well. So let's take a look at what it is that I'm going to use. And I think that I'm going to go straight in with that deep mauve shimmer that I'm talking about. It's kind of shimmer. It's almost like a satin. I'm not sure if it's a shimmer. I mean, it has a real richness to it. For more, again, take a look at the swatches, but yeah, I think that that's the one I want to use right away. And I'm going to go in with this Sephora brush, and it's completely wiped off as far as the name of the brush, but that is the brush I'm going to use, and I'm going to go straight into that deep mauve because I am wasting no time. So that's going to be my crease brush, and then I'm going to go into a favorite of mine to intensify that color on the outer lid. I'm doing a few similar looks lately. And that's okay. I mean, we all can get kind of comfortable with a specific way of applying shadows and just changing the colors. Change is change. It doesn't all have to change all the time, right? We just get exhausted when we just keep changing and changing and changing. So I'm enjoying the familiar while exploring new colors. At least that's how I'm justifying it to myself. And I think this is really good. I knew this was a good shadow when I swatched it, but that is a beautiful crease color, right? Okay, next I'm going to use this brush to take again that same mauve, deep mauve, or I would say mauve. Mauve feels very strange to me as a word, but anyway. I'm speaking in English, so I'll say mauve. And I am packing the outer lid, and it's looking so nice. I keep repeating it, but the intensity of this eyeshadow makes the rest of the palette, it just makes the palette. So whatever else is in the palette, I'll use. But I really think that this is the shadow that is going to come to mind every single time I use this palette. It's just beautiful. I'm going to take that same brush, go back into the mauve, and go on the outer lid. Outer lower lid, I should say. This is one eyeshadow. It's beautiful. Ugh, it's beautiful. I want to go in and add to what I've done here. I'm having trouble finding my brushes. Back to this one, it was amongst another set of eyeshadow brushes that I wasn't expecting it to be in. And obviously I'm alone here, so I did it. And I'm just going to go up a little bit higher with this. And I've got a lot of fallout here, but I think I can just brush it off quickly and easily with my favorite brush to do so. And this is the Smashbox angled powder brush, or angled powder brush. Wow, there's a lot of fallout, and I have to clean. I don't know if you can see it. There's blackish kind of a stain here, and that's the shadow coming onto my nose here as fallout. I'm going to take that same brush and just go up very, very lightly to the brow. I'm going to have quite a vampy look to go watch a football game. Okay, I think I'm ready to add an accent here. And I think that I am going to be using a mixture of this one and this one to do the brow bone. And to work on the brow bone, I'm going to use this brush right here. And like I said, go into these two colors. I'm just going to go back and forth. I don't want too much of the mauve and I don't want too much of the matte white. And I think I've got the right combo here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, powdery. Okay, so the matte has completely impeded the mauve from adhering. So let's see if I just went back straight into the mauve this time. And that seems to be working a little bit better. So let me just stick with the mauve for a second. Okay, that seems to have worked a little bit better. And I'm going to go back with the other brush because it took out too much of the deep mauve. So back with this brush, and I'm just going to go over a little bit. Nope, there's no more eyeshadow. I'm going to have to, I just loaded up the brush a tiny bit. And there we go. Now that's too much again. Okay, I'm using a clean brush, and relatively clean brush, and just going to soften that up a little bit. And I'll probably go over the light mauve again, with the light mauve again. So back to this brush, and let's try it again. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is a very, very sultry look. There's some deep purple here. It's almost like an aubergine color. And in the crease, and then a lighter shadow up above. I think that looks good. I do want to take that same, no, I won't. I was going to take that same light mauve from the brow bone and put it on the inner lid, but I think I'm going to go, instead of going to this one, I'm going to go to this one for the inner lid. I think it's going to be nice to use all three mauves and three different colors, more dimension. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go in with my multitasker brush, my trusty multitasker brush, and go into that medium mauve that I talked about just a second ago. And I do like the multitasker brush from Smashbox, although it's discontinued. And the reason I like it so much is it's pyramidal. So it has three sides to it. And essentially, it's okay that Smashbox has discontinued it, but I will be looking for another pyramidal brush in the future, assuming I can find one that is getting manufactured at that time. All right, that looks kind of neat. Okay, I think that looks good. It's a little bit lighter, and I think I'm going to go with a very tiny brush and take this color and bring it along to tie into the aubergine mauve. Okay, so I have this precision smudger brush going into that medium mauve, and let's see what happens. Okay, it's soft, but it's still managed to define the inner lid, and I like that. Inner lower lid. I just go in with a tiny bit more. There's a certain iridescence to this medium mauve, and I'm digging it. It looks good. Somehow it feels like it's kind of too dark on this side, but only when I lift up my eyebrows. So I'm not sure I want to change anything, but thought I would point it out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to now put on some liner and some mascara, and then I will replicate that look on the other eye off camera. So let's get the liner and mascara done. And we have an Essence palette, so why not use the Superfine Essence eyeliner pen, which is this one right here, and the tip is quite a large felt tip. And let's apply that liner on the upper lash line. And I'm thinking I'm going to use Viper from Urban Decay on the lower lash line, or I might go with something a bit deeper. I think I'm going to use, in summary, I'm going to use, I think, an Urban Decay purple liner on the lower lashes. Well, lashes, on the lower lash line. A little bit more here. And I'm realizing I did not do my upper waterline, and usually I use either the waterline pencil in Legend or the 24/7 Glide On called Zero, both of them being Urban Decay. Okay, I have found my Zero pencil, so that is what I'm going to use. And I'm just putting it on the upper waterline. It's a good thing I noticed that before putting on mascara. It's really messy to try to do a waterline liner once you've put mascara on. Somehow it doesn't want to stick on the very inner. I'm just going to wipe off my pencil here. See if I can apply it now. No, it's not wanting to go. Weird. Okay, well, I'm not able to get the this liner to stick, but I'm going to go back into the Essence liner because it seems to have wiped some of it away. Yeah, I don't know if you can see how patchy it is on the inner lid. Well, lid, yeah, I guess, the very most inner lid where the liner goes, right? And I think finally, I seem to have a black area that I was struggling with. And this black spot is driving me a little bit nuts. Okay, I managed to get most of it off. All right, so the last thing I need to do is put mascara on that side. And last video, I used the Lise Wattier Eye Opening Black Quinoa Vegan Mascara. And I'm going to do that again today because I think it worked pretty well last time. So let's do the mascara. Oh, and I didn't show you the wand, just in case you're curious. And I managed to put a smudge of mascara as I was applying it. Just going to do another coat. Okay, so there is one eye done. I will go off camera, do the other eye, and come back to see you with the finished look. And here is the final look using the Mauve It palette. I have used a few other products and wanted to let you know what they are. I did use the NYX eyeshadow base. It will focus. There we go. In 03. That is what I started my look with. I did also use my Pan That palette. I'll put the latest update of that project in the card so that you can take a look. I do have the Art Deco Hollow Lip Gloss on my lips. That did not change. I had it earlier in the video. I had it on earlier in the video. And since I'm using an Essence palette, I decided to use an Essence Superfine eyeliner pen that I have from the same brand, obviously. I also, as I said I would, used this Urban Decay Glide On, 24/7 Glide On in 0 on my upper waterline. And I used a couple of other things. I used a Sephora, I don't know that they sell this anymore, but it's so tiny, I don't know if I can even read it. It's basically a brow pencil, and it's a product that I haven't used for a long time, and boy does it make my eyebrows look aggressive. So well, first off, I do need to find a sharpener that will work, because apparently my sharpener will not work anymore on this one. But I think that if you want a super, super quick one and done brow product, the Sephora brow pencil works really well. It's a very short, stubby pencil, and it works. I think that with such a deep look, I think that deep eyebrows too might be a little bit much, my opinion. And I also used, again, as I said I would, the Lise Watier mascara. This is the Black Quinoa mascara, and the mascara itself is called the Eye Opening Vegan Mascara. Apart from that, I intend to put on Urban Decay setting spray. I don't do it on camera because it's too messy. It sprays behind me, and I don't want to do that, but that is what I'm going to finish the look with. I wanted to put this palette through its paces. I wanted to see just how much pigmentation, just how much of a vampy, all-out look I could create with this palette, and it did not disappoint. This is a very vampy, nice, deep-looking look, and the majority of the look was done with this eyeshadow, which is the favorite one that I have in the palette, and it did not disappoint. And also, these three work seamlessly together. So I have this in the crease outer lid, outer lower lid. I have this one on the inner to 2/3 of the lid, and I have this one mixed with the matte on the brow bone. I have really used all three mauves kind of all together, and I think it looks great. I do definitely want to try this combo right here, and I want to try this combo right here. So I have a few more looks that I want to do with this palette for sure, but I do want to say a thank you to Jaye, because she introduced me to this pretty little 6-pan palette, and if this is my first impressions and I picked a tougher look to do, I will assume that the other two looks will come out as good or better than what I was able to produce for you today. Let me know what you think of the final look. I would appreciate hearing from you. And that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.